responded, and I said hi, that sort of thing. But it was on this app called Meet Me.
Okay.
So
Dating
then,
site.
yeah. So then I said, well, I wasn't really interested or looking for a foreign girlfriend. And Maria said, well, I want to come to Canada. Okay, and so I said, well, I just said, well, will you be my sweetheart? Meaning that we weren't going to talk to anybody else, and then we'd see how it goes. And then, what was it, about 9 months later, when I came to Bahal? 1 year, okay. So we had been communicating for a year, and we just became more committed to each other, and then I knew that Maria was planning on going home to visit her family, and I got, her boss didn't tell her when, but I had 13 days to get tickets and fly to Philippines. And we came here and we hit it off. We were very comfortable with each other, and so we decided to stick together. So I proposed to Maria that time.
Wow.
After being here, 4 days?
Yeah, 4 days.
About 4 days later, we just decided that, well, we knew each other very well because we communicated a lot. And I was concerned that her family would accept me. Not that they were mean or reject me, just that they had confidence in our relationship.
What is your advice to those foreigner that's still looking for a second chances in the Philippines? To find a Filipina that they can end it with and then have a happy life in the Philippines.
Well, I guess my advice would be take it slow and focus on the relationship and communication. And also assume that you don't understand each other sometimes. And look for that first to get deeper meaning to what, because sometimes there's misunderstanding and it creates conflict. So I asked Maria, do you mean this or this? And then she realizes and she explains and I understand, and then sometimes she does the same for me.
What are the attitudes or the characteristic of your fiance that really fall in love with you? That you really said, oh, this is the one that I'm gonna spend for the rest of my life?
Well, Maria was very intuitive to me, to my needs emotionally, and very, very dedicated. And I think that's a common trait of Filipino women, is that they're very family oriented. They're very dedicated to their husband. In general, Filipino girls are looking for some sort of stability. And if you can create that for them, I feel it's easy to work out the differences. But going back to your question, what do you think it was that Maria's for me is, well, it's like clothing. Some clothing just fits well, a good fit.
Yeah.
And I just felt that Maria and me were a good fit. Is that probably how you felt too? I think we've discussed that, yeah.
So how about you, Maria? What did you decide that, oh, this is the one?
Oh, she's
saying
very
yes.
humble, kind, and very family oriented. And he loves my family. That's what I like.
What's your advice to those Filipina that still going to the dating app, still doing the chatting, and still didn't find the one?
Oh, they just take slowly, not so very hurry to oh, I want this, and then you're asking money or something. Don't do that. It's not very good for our Filipino.
Oh.
If you ask money to the men that you don't know each other yet, you didn't meet each other yet. Because some Filipina, they just want foreigner, so they will support their family. But
What did you see yourself 10 years from now? The two of you.
10 years from now,
10 years from now.
Married and
stay together.
yeah,
happily.
forever. Yeah. Yeah, and continuing to enjoy each day as we do. Maria is always supportive of me emotionally. She always, if I say I'm dealing with something, she says, "You're going to be okay."
Where
Yeah.
where do you want to prepare to retire? Here in the Philippines or in Canada?
I would say we're open, or I'm open. I could live in Canada, I could live here. I find the heat for my health is a bit difficult, so then I wonder whether, how it would be, but I'm working on a few things for my health that maybe that challenge will go away more, because it has already. When I was here 5 years ago, I would just overheat regularly, and now I can deal with it a lot better. So, Maria had originally said she'd like to, I don't know if to say retire, but live in Canada and then just visit here. But I think we're more equal, that we're open either way. It doesn't matter to us as long as we're together.
How about you, Maria? Where do you want to
It's
prepare
up
to
to
live?
him where do we live. Can in Canada, can in Philippines, doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it's
Unless we are stay together.
that's what's important. You're saying, yeah.
So when is the plan of the wedding?
Well, I have business paperwork to straighten out, and then I figured it out. There's about, I think, 9 steps I need to accomplish with government offices and stuff to get a marriage license in the Philippines.
9 steps.
Yeah. Well, one is I had